I have not spoken to you since the whole event. It's been 2 years since we spoke. A lot's happened in that time.
For both of us.
For both of us.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God.
Let's talk about what do you refer to that period for yourself?
You're so funny, I'm sweating.
No, it wasn't. It might have been the tank.
You think
too.
so? Right.
Yeah. The period that you went through, what do you refer to that as? Is it?
I was calling it a meltdown, but then I sort of changed my perspective, and I'm calling it a melt forward.
Melt forward.
Yes. Yeah.
So you melted,
right.
and then
I harnessed it.
You harnessed it, and the liquid poured forward
like a mercury volcano.
Like a mercury volcano.
Yeah.
You shot forward.
Downhill. With no brakes.
No brakes. You said some interesting things.
No plan. Let's do this. What are we doing? Not sure. Yeah, it was nuts.
At one point, you said you blamed Dave Chappelle for your meltdown. What's the logic of blaming Dave Chappelle?
I still hold him responsible.
To explain that.
There have been a couple things in the media. There was a watch stolen at the Plaza. There was another event in Vegas. There's a couple things going on that I was enjoying my weeks off from that other show, and so they were already, sort of up in arms about my behavior. And then I'd never seen a sketch he'd done on his old show.
On Chappelle's show?
Yes.
You saw, and so you were watching a sketch.
It was the KKK one. It was the, where he doesn't know that he's black.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He's what is he? He's a blind, white supremacist who doesn't know that he's
brilliant
black.
Comedy, right?
Yeah. And a brilliant sketch, and so you watched that sketch for the first time.
I laughed myself into a ruptured hernia. Yes, and I had to go to the hospital, and the show thought that was an OD and blah, blah, blah. And I still got a little thing that if I press, bulges out, I'm not going to do that to you.
No.
He's dying to see it.
Yeah. No, I'm cool.
Thank you.
I don't want to see it.
Thank you.
So Dave Chappelle partially responsible.
So they fired me based on the hernia heard around the world.
Okay, you also blame testosterone cream. Want to talk about that?
I can only say that, don't smoke that stuff.
It's got to be hard to light.
Thank you.
Were you using testosterone cream at the time?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, they said a dollop the size of a quarter, and I thought they meant a quarter ounce.
So we're using a lot of testosterone cream
and crazy and rubbing and just again, let's do this thing. What are we doing? Not sure. And yeah, nuts, on this elevated platform of Uber vision.
Okay, so you were roided up, is what you were saying. You were roided up and crazed from a Dave Chappelle sketch.
Yes, I didn't know. That's a dangerous combo, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it would metabolize into a steroidal effect.
Okay.
But I was kind of buffed at the time also.
Well, okay, during this period of time...
No one mentions that I was buffed, thanks. I was working my butt off,
at the time, there was... it just captivated the world. People were talking about it to the point that Hugo Chavez, who is no longer with us, sent out a tweet at one point about you. Contrary to reports, Charlie Sheen is not welcome in Venezuela. There are limits. That was... Hugo Chavez sent a tweet.
That's awesome. Wow.
And
that's not an insult. That is an epic compliment.